Here we've got a Fimi Palm first edition. A lot of people have complained that all of a sudden it stops working, won't power up. You plug into the charger, you get a flashing green light. That's all you get. It never goes any further. Issues, the battery goes. Now I've seen some videos on here, people showing how to take these things apart, and they basically destroy them. Anyway, guitar plectrum. Don't go in from the top, it's a dangerous way to do it. If you're going from the bottom, you can force the case up just far enough to get a pick straight in the bottom. Makes it a lot easier, and you're not going to wreck your device and make it look like a piece of junk at the end of this. So I then got a plastic clipping now, we can flick it out, and working along the edges you can unclick the back. This takes me back to the days of stripping phones down when I was younger. Alright, anyway, we come along now, we can then get the whole back out in one piece, no marks, no damage. I've already had the battery out of this once before, and the reason being, one of the cells goes down, and if you flip it up, once the battery lifts out, you can see there's a metal plate in the bottom that you need to get out. These have got a bit of double-sided sticking them to the top, so you can just flick those out. And you've got 3 screws. So spin them out quickly. One, two. That's my 3 screws. Now I'm just going to grab some tweezers. I was lucky enough to go on eBay after this thing was sitting in the cupboard for months and months, and COVID and not being used. It's 13 months old now, not had a single holiday. Lift the screws out. Once your screws are out, you've then got this metal heat shrink part. Now from what I remember, you can lift it from the base a wee bit, and then you need to sort of bring it down from the top. There you go, so that's that end lifted up. It has got some heat sink adhesive attached to it for a couple of the chips, as you can see there. Now underneath here, normally you'll find, if you've not had one of these apart before, there will be some white silicone little square on there. You can literally get in there that way with a scalpel and lift it off, which is how I got this off. I've since already replaced that with just a piece of black insulating tape, because it's more for transit where it's going to be bashed about, being shipped over from China, and make sure the battery stayed in there. Whereas I've literally just put some tape over it, a couple of wedges, just so that the pressure plate sits down on that and holds it in. Now the socket just swings up and it will lift out. That's your little plug. Now the problem with these, I'll show you on here, because I have already stripped this battery down to decide that yes, it is useless, but more so idle curiosity on my part. Now the charging circuit for the battery is sitting at the top. It's got 4 terminals on it, which I'm assuming is cell 1, cell 2, common and temperature probe. Now the issue that you get is one cell goes down, just the one, just enough to kill it. So on this side of the battery, we've got sitting there 3.66 volts, LiPo should sit at 3.7 charged, to about 4. Flick to the other side, this cell's got 0.7 of a volt. Now before ordering a replacement battery, I decided, right, I'm just going to charge that cell on its own, get a couple of volts in it, get it charged up. Did work, battery got quite warm. Looking at it, that cell feels a bit puffy on the side. Yeah, anyway, the cell charged, unit charged up, powered up, worked, stayed hot. Basically it was discharging this cell rapidly. So luckily on eBay found someone that's stripping one. Reverse procedure, pop it all back in. As you can see, this one's still got the bit of adhesive stuck on the top. So I'm just hoping that the chap that sold it wasn't scrapping it because it had a charging issue. Anyway, that's that back in there. So once the cell's in, because it's got the adhesive on top, I'm still going to put this bit of packing on there just to hold it in place, because although it's got the adhesive, there's no indentation on the top of it to say that, yeah, it was sitting against the heatsink underneath the unit. Bit of tape ain't going to hurt anything. Reversal side top part, up in there first. You've got a couple of little lugs up here you need to miss. Also in here you've got the cabling for the gimbal. Tuck that up out of the way so you can drop that plate back in. She's back in. Got A4 screws and then non-magnetic screwdriver, obviously. So just get the little fellas back in. A little turn the wrong way and you'll feel it tick as it drops back into its original thread. Always a good little tip when screwing into plastic. Second one from the other side. Last screw in the bottom. Pop him in. Hear that little tick as you go the wrong direction. Screw him back down. And we're all back in again. Right. Battery in now. Get these wires over there out of the way so they're not going to be pinched. Oh, done this the last time I had this apart. Don't forget to put the little foam bits back in. Remember, they just got a little bit of sticky on there. They're only going up this side and they're just to stop your battery rattling about. Anyway, that's that in there again. Once again, make sure them wires aren't going to get snagged. They're not intrusive of the other bits. Push them down a bit. That's our battery back in there. I'm not going to snap the back on just yet because I want to see that this actually starts to work and charge. So I need to grab myself a USB-C cable, plug him up. Got a little green charge light. So I'm going to leave that for about 15 minutes to get a bit of charge into it because it's obviously flat, and then I'm going to come back and carry on, see where we go. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be coming on holiday with me tomorrow. It's 15:01 at the moment. Right, now for the moment of truth. I did leave it half an hour, well, nearly half an hour. Let's find some bins and let's see if we've now got a worker. Right, it's warm, it's charging. After I tried to boost this one, it was getting up to about 50 degrees. And I turn them on and she's up and it's saying the battery's charging and happy days. Oh, look, hang on. Right, anyway, so all done. No SD card in it. Flip it off again. Turn it over. Getting the back on, really easy. Just press it down. Work your way around it. Maybe I should have put the top in first because we did take the bottom out first, didn't we? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it again. Yeah, so a little top wants to go around there, and then once we're in, we can work our way down. Why is it being a nuisance? 1, 2, 3, all square, those two. let's try popping that in this way. That's it. That's better. Yeah, maybe with the plastic bit, just flip the side of the case out a tiny bit. Click it all down. Happy days. One repaired Fimi Palm Series 1 with a decent battery, courtesy of a young man on eBay. Cost me £8 for the battery. These were advertised on AliExpress from a Fimi type store. Can't buy them anymore, so best of luck finding one. Personally, I'm going to charge this up, put it in the garden, shoot it with an air pistol and watch it catch fire. Anyway, hope that's of use to some people. How to take your Fimi Palm apart without wrecking it, changing the battery, getting it working. I'm going on holiday tomorrow. Happy days. Seems they're a bit more resilient than you're led to believe. Get in there. I think we'll give up on this. Nah.